Hello, Gemini. Welcome to part 2 of your 2025 forecast. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I don't know if you can see, probably not, but it is snowing. I think that's a really great sign. It just started snowing and it's beautiful. And so are you, Gemini. Now, speaking of beautiful, so what I'm doing is I'm going to give you some highlights, all right? First, I recommend you watch part 1, where I give so many details on what you can expect. And I'm going to give you the highlights that you can expect for 2025. And I might repeat some things, but it bears repeating, okay? But I'm going to give you a lot of new information here. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be channeling throughout your spread, okay? Wow. Oh, what just happened? I'll be channeling too. I got to do a video camera, by the way, so you can see the cards more clearly. And I think it just zoomed in on me. Anyway, maybe I don't know. You're the first sign I'm using this with. And then I will do your spread, and I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna see the story that it tells. All right, and then we'll go from there. All right, Gemini. So, first things first. I always meditate before every sign, any weekly reading, any monthly reading. I see what comes up. I know what direction some things may be going. I may, etc. For you, it is truly your year of like butterfly, right? The metamorphosis. This is it. This is it. Out of all the signs, you're going to go through one of the most dramatic changes, especially when Uranus moves into your sign. That can be physically too. Now, what's really interesting is that this is a year where you, I would say for the past year or so, you could have had a lot of moments. You could have had a lot of moments where you weren't sure what you wanted, or there were circumstances where you didn't have the answers. This is the year where you're not going to get the answers. You're going to give the answers. All right, Gemini? There is so much happening for you. It's not even you're also, remember, Jupiter is in your sign for the first 6 months. When Jupiter goes direct in February, get ready. All right. That's going to be absolutely amazing. And then it doesn't even end there. Jupiter then moves into Cancer in your second house in June 2025 to June 2026. What does that mean? It means the potential for you to earn the most money that you've had since 2013 is incredibly high. In fact, I will pretty much say that any Gemini I know who, when you've got Jupiter in Cancer, you do make the most money you've made in 12 years. And so big. All right. Now, the North Node will be in Pisces. South Node will be in Virgo. You're going to have a lot of changes with home. A lot of y'all may be moving, but the big thing is you are going to be hyper focused on career. There's going to be a lot of big career moments. A lot of y'all are launching your own businesses. A lot of y'all are doing things very different with career, where you're just like, okay, I realized what I wanted in 2024. I'm putting it in action. This is my soul's journey. This is it. My karmic journey. This is where I want to be, because remember, that's your North Node in Pisces in your 10th house. And I'm going to explain some things that are happening there that make it truly unbelievable. The other thing is I would pay attention to the latter half of the year. Is going to be so much. It's almost like you're putting in all this work and effort to have everything you want the first half of the year. And then the second half, oh my goodness. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. That's where you're going to have a big focus. Here's the thing. You may make new friends. You may decide some friendships are, have reached an expiration date throughout the year. I would say more over the summer. Pay attention. Like I said in part 1, May to spring, summer, fall is going to be the biggest months for you. But when it comes to July, you're going to be a completely different person. There's going to be a whole new Gemini that comes out. Your twin comes out, right? And the good one. So this is really good. And I'm a Gemini rising. So I also have Jupiter and Gemini in my chart. So it's very interesting for me. Mine's a late degree. I'll talk more about, that's the thing. I'm going to do the second spread here. I have it here. I don't know if this camera can push back so you can, anyway, that's for tier 3 members. I'll do after this. Now, let's get started. 2025 2025, obviously, like I said, it's a big year, okay? A lot of things are going to happen, and it is a year of change, massive change. It's the great awakening, the great, age of wisdom, age of ascension, brink of the age of Aquarius. It is the age of consciousness, by the way. So always vibrate at that high frequency. Move into the year vibrating at a high frequency, knowing that you're going to get everything you want. Do not have any doubts, Gemini. You're Geminis. You can overanalyze. You can overthink. Let's pull that back. Let's focus a little bit more on the higher mind. There's a difference between the physical and the higher mind. Okay. Now, if you were, and the other thing, more than 400 aspects in 2025. That's why it's one of those years where it's like, what is going on? The majority of those aspects, remember, all planets are changing signs. The last time that happened was like 300 years ago. The majority of the aspects we have not seen in modern human history. Like I mentioned, anyone living on this planet, dead or alive, has not seen or experienced what we're about to go through. And the majority of these Pluto aspects, again, nobody on Earth has experienced it unless you're over 80. You have not experienced Uranus in your sign. Okay, so big. All right. So big changes, Gemini. I do want to mention that if you were born between 1996 to 1998 or 1967 to 1969, you know you're going through your Saturn return. All right. Second Saturn return, whatever. It is going to be a big one because Saturn's moving with Neptune. All right. So there is going to be a lot of, and it is going to be in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. So you're going to be working really hard for the things that you know that you deserve. And again, there's going to be some things, maybe some reckonings with like friendships and groups and communities. You could tear away from that if you choose so, right? Now, the other thing is that Saturn and Neptune have not moved from Pisces to Aries together since like 500 BCE. So again, a lot of things this year nobody has ever experienced. It is insane. Just remember, you are just on a karmic journey. So continue your karmic journey and let go of old structures and systems that weren't working for you. All right. So the other thing is pay attention to March. That's where you're going to feel, that's eclipse season, right? You're going to feel a lot of changes. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all move or, decide to buy a home. There's something with your home, family. Maybe there's, a change with a relationship with a significant other, parents, children. March is when things start cooking. Okay. They start cooking for you. And it is because there's so much happening in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. So there's going to be like, I need to balance this, or I got to figure out how this is going to work together. Watch it play out. Remember, these are eclipses, so they're game changers, right? And yeah, some things can happen right away, but that's what I'm saying is like that plays out for weeks, and some of y'all may not even feel it for weeks, and it could even just be a gradual change that you're going through. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want you to pay attention to is March to October. Again, like I said, spring, summer, fall, Neptune will be sextiling Pluto. So we have a new 148-year cycle and a new 250-year cycle. Pluto and Aquarius in your 9th house of spirituality. All right. Your perspective on things, your belief system, wisdom, inner wisdom, higher mind. That's why you're going to have so much confidence, is because you're going to be trusting your intuition a lot more, and you're going to come out being a bigger leader, and people are going to see this. Pluto has just gotten started, and this is a wonderful sextile with Neptune, okay? In your 11th house of the masses. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, like, humanity, groups and communities. Now, Saturn and Neptune are end of May to about September. And yes, I hope you're taking notes. Or you can always come back to this video. That's when, things really, really get started. Saturn will be sextiling Pluto. That is very psychological, by the way. There's something here that throughout this duration over the summer, you're going to dig deep and realize your inner truths and your wisdom. And travel is going to be a big thing for you too. You may be working on a book, publishing, broadcasting, podcasts, all of that on the table. Next, Neptune will be sextiling Pluto. I mean, there's Uranus, right? Uranus moves into your sign in July, sextiling Pluto. I mean, there's going to be this inner, like, Billy Elliot coming out, right? Like Breakfast Club energy. Like, you go through this whole process. I know who I am, and this is me, and these are the big changes that I've made. I thought outside the box. I also went within. This is the new me, and I'm taking charge. You're going to be absolutely great. June, I really want you to pay attention to June. That's when, Jupiter does move into Cancer, but we do have the squares. That's the last Jupiter Saturn square. What makes a difference is that Jupiter will be squaring Saturn and Neptune, and it's going to be a little different because Jupiter is going to be out of your sign. So that's a relief, first of all, right? Because Jupiter wasn't your sign for all those Jupiter Saturn squares, but it's going to be in Cancer. So we'll talk about that a little bit more if it comes up. That square, it just may feel very different, okay? One of the best new moons for you all year long, circle June 25th, the new moon in Cancer. Remember, this is in your second house of income, salary, finances, money, but also self-worth, self-value, possessions, things that you possess, material items, things that you value. Big. Jupiter will be conjuncting the new moon. I like, what more do you, this is fortune for you. This is good fortune. And then remember, the big kahuna is Uranus moving into your sign in July. All right. So that is really the main things that I kind of want to keep I want you to keep your eyes on. Of course, there's a lot happening over the fall, but it's more like this feel good energy that I'm feeling for you. Like, it feels good to feel good. I got through that. I'm making all these changes. I'm on top of the hill, top of the mountain, top of the world, top of the planet, wherever it is, right? So, Gemini, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. Again, I will be doing a spread, pulling a card for every month, okay? And this is more about seeing the story that it tells, all right? And I'm going to walk you through it. So I may not bring all the cards up to the screen, but I just want to see the story that it tells for you for the year, all right? All right, so, Gemini, what a year, what a year. Let's get started for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for 2025. Okay. Gemini, how are y'all doing? Y'all, look how zoomed in I am. Let me see if I can, I don't know. Can you zoom out? Can you zoom out? I don't know. Can you go out? Can you zoom out, please? Okay. Maybe not. Well, let's just continue to do this. Okay. So remember, January, February, March, April, May, we're going to do the first 6 months at the top here. I'm going to have to, I don't know how that's going to zoom out. What if hey, zoom out. This is very funny. Let me move these crystals so you can still see all the cards. Wow. Okay. So remember, January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay. You can't see them. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to zoom everything out. Oh, maybe I could just do hold on. Let me do something here. Can you zoom out? I don't know how to do this. Can you zoom out? All right. So we're just going to go with this. Now, all right. So now this is July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a very interesting month. Remember, I'm sorry, not month, year. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pull out. I don't know how to. I think there's like hand gestures that I can do where it does zoom out. I don't know. Maybe. Is this like an AI thing? AI is going to be big for 2025, by the way. All right. So, I'm just going to push the camera. I'm just going to go like that. All right. There we go. That's easier. All right. Okay. So you see what's happening here, right? We're looking at the story that's being told. You've got a lot happening, when we get to June. It just looks great. Oh, church bells. That's a sign. That's a sign, Gemini. Remember, you are that metamorphosis, and it starts right away with a death card in January. So make it happen. Make that change. I want you to make that change. Remember, you've got that really strong Mercury and Sun conjuncting the Pluto. That's starting this new cycle for you anyway. So that's going to happen in the month. That's in your January forecast. Make sure you watch that. But you're going to have this transformation right from the get-go because you want it. All right? You want it. Maybe you were thinking of New Year's resolutions, but for me, it's probably more New Year's revolutions that you're thinking. Inner revolution. I want to change this. I'm going to make it happen. Pluto is all about revolution anyway. And it's in your 9th house of spirituality. So have it. All right. Move toward that sun because look at what's happening here. You got 3 10s. What is 10? It's the end of the suit. What is 10? It's 1 0. It equals 1. All right. So these are all new beginnings. Look at this. You are going to have like when I talk about this transformation you're going through for the first half of the year, look at all this, everything that you had been worrying about, okay? Let it all go. Remember, I said there's going to be structure, systems, even things that you've been doing maybe for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. It is time to look at it, things in a new way. Okay. Some things just may not be working. So really go within to figure out what that is. You're going to have to trust your intuition, let your intuition guide you. But that is the big story here. Look at that. The 10 of Cups, when you let all that go, okay? And sure, in February, it may be a little bit like the hard way, right? With that 10 of Swords, but at least you do it. And look at where you come out on the other side. You come out with the 10 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So it's not just three tens, you've got that page there as well, all coming after this big transformational process with the Death card, all right? 10 of Pentacles, you know what that is, all right? So this is everything, all right? So big home energy is coming through for me. A lot of that is going to be relevant throughout the year for you with the South Node in Virgo in your fourth house of home, family, children, real estate. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are making big changes. You're going to have to with the South Node there, but you're going to have to trust your intuition with what it's going to be. Even if it's just like decorating things, or even if it's just like, oh, I want to make some, renovations, or there's, it can be as small as that, but for a lot of y'all, it's going to be a lot bigger. Okay. It does seem like you just reached this glory period. All right. So remember, this is when Jupiter in your sign goes direct, right? This here, the 10 of Swords. And then you have the 10 of Cups. Okay. And then you have the Page of Wands. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Then when we get to your birthday season, the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups, the card of celebration. I made it, celebrating life. I'm celebrating, people in my life. I'm celebrating, like, I didn't do this alone. I did this with others. Like, this is absolutely amazing. You could be launching a business at this point. You could be doing something that's really special. The really great thing about the 3 of Cups is that it is Mercury in Cancer is what it's attributed to. It's a Cancer card. So remember, in June, Jupiter moves into Cancer. And I think Mercury does too, actually, in June. I can just tell you now. No, Mercury's in your sign. Yeah. So yeah, Mercury will move into Cancer because Mercury's in your sign. When we get to June 8th, which I told you in your 2025 forecast, one of the best days of 2025, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in your sign. So that's insane. So Mercury is in your sign at that point, but it's still, there's probably some news that you're spreading. There's something here that you obviously can see. Everything is changing for you. Okay, now we get to the second half. Look at what happens. Okay, you're letting things go. You're moving forward. You're realizing this is not working for me. I'm moving in this new direction. All right, look at him. He's moving up to higher ground. And again, it may be like a bittersweet moment. It just feels like there's some things it's hard for you to let go, but it's time. And you're going to recognize that, especially when Uranus moves into your sign. Remember, that hasn't happened in 84 years, and Uranus is going to have all these amazing aspects with the other planets. There you go. Look at that. You are just becoming, it's almost like you are just going to be on top, like intuition. Everyone has it, right? Everyone has intuition. It's a matter of connecting and letting it guide you, right? That's how you don't sweat the small stuff. When you're in touch with your intuition, that's how everything just works, okay? You're invincible. There you go. Trust your intuition. All right. Very, very interesting here, with that 10 of Cups too, by the way, in March. Remember, that's eclipse season. So really big things are about to happen for you with that new moon solar eclipse that's happening in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. And you got the 10 of Cups, which is happy everything. Happy everything. All right. That's total enjoyment. Now, look, you got the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So again, there's this new way of seeing things, new way of thinking things that you're going to feel so emotionally fulfilled. You've got that Page of Cups, or, like the biggest thing that's happening is it's almost like you become this authority figure, whether it's family, whether it's your career, whether it's, even on a global scale. Remember, you've got all this Saturn, Neptune, Aries energy all summer long. Moving into the fall, look at this. So there even could be this sense of like, it's just, you're like, what is it called? What's that animal that likes to chat? There's an animal that likes to chat. It's like that. And it's because you're in this place of so much joy and you're being your authentic self and you're in charge and people listen to you and people are going to be coming to you. This is absolutely amazing. All these three core cards right next to each other. Now, the last half, you have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands. All right. So there could be a lot of different opportunities coming in October for you. All right. And it is possibly going to be just shifts in work, maybe with colleagues, employees. There may be something there. All right. Just keep that in mind. It could even be something with what do I want moving forward? I have all this abundance. I've got all this great things. I have all these opportunities. Where do I put my energy? All right. That's really what's happening here. But pages, I mean, turning a new page after all these tens, you got three pages. So it truly is like this metamorphosis I was talking about, like these rebirth moments, and they're going to happen like pop, pop, pop. You're every month, every month. All right. Even in September, when you have those eclipses, wait, July, August, September, when you have those eclipses with that Queen of Cups energy, that's going to feel really good. That's your, Queen of Cups is double water, by the way. And so, queens are water, cups are water, but she's also Cancer. Remember, at this point, you've got Jupiter in Cancer, and you've got actually a lot of other things happening with, in Cancer, but that is your second house of self-worth, self-value, but it's also like, that phrase, what is that phrase, like, if you can't love no one you gotta love yourself. All right, there's this moment with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, and so it just seems like there is going to be something big is coming through around September, October for you in a big way. Okay, and that's why some of y'all may be just like, okay, which direction do I go? I can't believe I've never been in this place in my life before. That's just how it is. I don't mind that Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands energy, that Nine of Wands energy at the end of the year. Remember, in December, I did say December is, a little bit challenging. It's one of the most challenging months, if not the most challenging month of 2025. And it does seem like there may be something here with partnerships, maybe something with business related partnerships, career. You just really have to know where you're putting your energy. Yeah. Okay. So very interesting. So there's going to be something that you really want. Very interesting in November. Now, November is a very interesting month. And again, there's going to be something here with, it just seems like, again, career stuff, employees, career, or maybe starting something new in addition to your career, like a side hustle is coming through. But there is this moment of like reckoning, like, okay, I've got to take this time to look back at all these great things that have happened to me and know which way to move forward. Seven really is desire. You've got these two sevens, but you do have that Six of Swords. So that's really great. That is moving forward. And that is, saying like, okay, well, a lot of this, it's almost like you're asking yourself if you're happy in November. All right. But you get the power to choose. You have that Six of Swords, which is really great. All right. Nine of Wands. Let's see what's going on there with that Don't Give Up card. Yeah. So it's a chill out month. You have the Four of Swords. All right. So that's really great. So again, there could be something heavily related to partnerships toward the end. All right. So thanks so much, Gemini. You got a big old year. You got all these tens. You got 3 pages, right? You got 3. Yeah. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Remember, that is new energy, fresh new energy. These 3 tens is just what's blowing me away with that Death card. And then you have that 3 of Cups. 3, by the way, is the birth of new things, to creation. So wow, a lot of things coming to an end with all these new beginnings, You're going to have a lot throughout the month, throughout the year. All right. Absolutely excited for you, Gemini. Thanks so much. And then, yes, we are going to do the second spread. All right. So this is for tier 3 members. Very excited. And I'm going to pull more cards. I'm going to give you some extra dates as well, but because I'm looking at something, but I'm going to let you go. And with this deck, we're going to focus more on things that are like inspired actions and things that you can expect. But okay, thanks so much, Gemini. This is really crazy. I feel so close up with this camera that's like, wow, that really zoomed in. But yeah, you're good. You're great. You're great. Know what you want and go for it. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. All right. Happy New Year and happy holidays. All right. Thanks so much, Gemini. Y'all are amazing. Bye-bye.